A warm good morning to you all. Every page you read that builds the future that you deserve. With this quote for the day, we welcome you all to the Civilspedia's daily current affairs analysis for the day of 24th September 2025. And your support through your subscription makes big difference. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and stay connected with us, and let's keep moving forward together. And these are some of the list of topics that we are going to discuss for today. And the first topic is polluted stretches in India with respect to the polluted river stretches in India according to the recent report released by the Central Pollution Control Board. And the second topic is the Sewa Parv 2025, and the third topic is about the species known as Bonnet Macaque and the concern behind it. And the fourth topic is the Tripura Sundari Temple, which is under redevelopment. And the fifth topic is about the Prelims Focus, where we discuss about the important current affairs which are very relevant for our UPSC prelims. This news article from the Indian Express is about the recent report released by the Central Pollution Control Board, and the report shows a marginal reduction in the polluted river stretch found across India. And what are the key findings of this report according to the 2023 data? The polluted river stretch, which has the marginal reduction from 311 river stretches to 296 river stretches. And this was based on the survey taken around the region or the locations around 2,116 monitoring locations of 271 rivers found across the Indian states of 32 Indian states and union territories. And the highest polluted stretch of polluted river found in the state of Maharashtra, with having 54 river stretches, which is categorized as polluted river stretches. And the most polluted stretch that the Central Pollution Control Board has the category of defining polluted river stretch by categorizing the priority 1 to priority 5. And the priority 1 will be the most polluted stretch, with having a number of 37 according to the present report, which is also marginally decreased from the earlier number of 46 river stretches. And this most polluted stretch found across the 14 Indian states, with having highest prevalence in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Gujarat and Karnataka. And what are the notable polluted river stretches found across the India under this recent report was the Yamuna is the most polluted river stretch found in the Delhi region, and it is between the Palla and Asgarpur has been categorized as the most polluted river stretch. And the Sabarmati river is also considered as the most polluted river stretch, and it flows in the Ahmedabad region of Gujarat. And the third river is the Chambal river, and the stretch which got most polluted was the Nagda to Gandhi Sagar Dam of Madhya Pradesh. And the fourth river is the Tungabhadra river of Karnataka region, and the fifth is the Sarabanga river of Salem district of Tamil Nadu. And there may be a possibility of asking questions regarding this river system or the river which got more pollution according to the recent report. And there may be also a possibility of asking question by listing this river system or rivers in India by arranging it in the north to south direction or south to north direction, or either way from the south east to west or west to east. So we have to note that. And what is the category or what is the definition for categorizing river stretch as the polluted river stretch? According to the Central Pollution Control Board, two or more polluted river locations in a continuous sequence has been categorized as the polluted river stretch. And what is the criteria for categorizing the polluted river stretch? According to Central Pollution Control Board, the biochemical oxygen demand is the basis for categorizing a river as a polluted river stretch. And this biochemical oxygen demand, when exceeding the or above the level of 3 microgram per liter, will be categorized as a polluted river stretch. And with having the biochemical oxygen demand of less than or equal to 3 milligram of per liter will be categorized as the water fit for bathing. And what are the priority categories or the categories provided by the Central Pollution Control Board based on the polluted river stretch? The priority 1 will be having the biochemical oxygen demand exceeding the level of 30 microgram per liter will be categorized as the most polluted river stretch. So we need to note that this can also be a probable UPSC Prelims question. And subsequently it got the category or the priority 2, priority 3 and priority 4, and the priority 5 will be the least polluted river stretch. And this priority 2 will be around the range of biochemical oxygen demand between 20 milligram per liter to 30 milligram per liter. So this will be the categories provided by the Central Pollution Control Board to categorize the polluted river stretch. And this priority 5 will also be an very important, that having the biochemical oxygen demand between the range of 3.1 to 6 milligram per liter, which is categorized as least polluted. And we also has to know about the Central Pollution Control Board, which was established in the year of 1974, and it is an statutory autonomous organization which was established under the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1974. And the primary function of this Central Pollution Control Board is to advise the central government on environment matters and coordinate with the state pollution control boards. And with respect to the union territories, it needs to delegate its duties and power to the regional administration based on the Water Prevention and Control Act of 1974. It delegates its power to the union territories, and it also implements the Water Act of 1974, and it also has the purview over the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1981. So we need to note that. And this Central Pollution Control Board functions under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. This will also be very important to note for our UPSC preparation. And we also has to know about what is biochemical oxygen demand. The basic definition provided by the Central Pollution Control Board is that the amount of oxygen required by microorganism to break down organic matter in water. For your simple understanding, that the microorganism present in the aquatic ecosystem needs oxygen for breakdowning or disintegrating the organic matter in water, which will be confluenced as a wastewater or the sewage water into an aquatic ecosystem. To break down this organic matter, the microorganism needs oxygen. So it takes oxygen from the aquatic ecosystem it presents. If the microorganism or the organic matter exceeds the level, the microorganism needs more oxygen for disintegration of this organic matter. So there will be a demand for the oxygen presence. It will also lead to a threat to the other ecosystem present, which creates an demand for oxygen, which is known as the biochemical oxygen demand. And the higher the biochemical oxygen demand, the higher organic pollution it has, and which will eventually deplete the level of oxygen present in the aquatic ecosystem, which will create a threat to the aquatic lives. That it depletes the oxygen which will be usaged by the other aquatic lives other than the microorganism. And this will be a key indicator for the parameter for assessing the surface water quality. Moving to the prelims question, with reference to the water pollution assessment in India, consider the following statement. According to the Central Pollution Control Board, a river stretch is classified as polluted if the biochemical oxygen demand level exceeds the 3 milligram per liter. The second statement, the Central Pollution Control Board was established under the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act of 1981 and functioned under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. So with regarding the first statement, it was a correct statement as it has the clear definition of river stretch, which has the polluted river stretch of biochemical oxygen demand which exceeds the level of 3 milligram per liter, and it is not 30 milligram. If the level of biological or biochemical oxygen demand exceeds the level of 30 milligram, it has been categorized as the most polluted river stretch. And the basic definition or the basic categorization of this river stretch which got the water pollution or the polluted river stretch will be 3 milligram. And the first statement was correct, and the second statement was incorrect because it is not established under the Air Prevention and Control Act of 1981. It was the Water Prevention and Control Act of 1974. So the first part was incorrect and the second part was also incorrect because it is not functioned under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. It was the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And the answer for this question will be, and they have asked about the correct statement, and the answer will be option A, one only. With this, we move to the next topic. This news article from the Press Information Bureau is about the recent initiative taken by the Ministry of Culture, that is Sewa Parv 2025. And what is the Sewa Parv 2025? It is a national-wide festival being observed and organized by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, and it also aims to bring together communities, institutions, and individuals in a collective view of Seva, that is service, creativity, and cultural pride. And the dates of this observation of this festival was from 17th September to the date of 2nd September 2025, which marks the birth anniversary of our father of our nation. And the theme used for this year, 22nd September, Sewa Parv 2025 is Viksit Bharat ke Rang Kala ke Sang. That is Viksit Bharat's colors with arts. This is the theme for the year of 2025, 22nd September. And what is the significance of this observation of this initiative or this festival is that the primary objective is to promote the community service, that the community seva and the cultural participation national wide. It is a national wide initiative or the national wide festival for the engagement of public into this participation along with the cultural engagement. And the vision which got its back was the Prime Minister's Viksit Bharat's goal, that is developed India goal of 2047, has been aligned with this observation of this festival. And the engagement significance is that it fosters the public interaction, that is engagement of public into this festival along with the heritage value and the grassroots level creativity and traditional knowledge also linked along with this observation of this festival. And it is also relevant for our UPSC prelims like cultural policies, soft power diplomacy and citizenship participation in along with the government purview. And what is the highlight of this recently conducted campaign or the festival which was observed in various areas or various venues? The some of the examples are Chittorgarh port or the Chittorgarh areas of Rajasthan, that was observed this festival on the Fateh Prakash Palace of Chittorgarh Fort with around 700 participants. And the second event was observed on the Kumbakonam of Tamil Nadu, which is being overviewed by the Shastra University. And the third venue will be the Tirupati of Andhra Pradesh, which is being having the participants from the Kendriya Vidyalayas and the National Sanskrit University, which is being organized at that venue by the Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts Regional Center, which focuses more on the Sanskrit heritage and visual arts. And it also has the this celebration of this 22nd September Sewa Parv portal of 2025 will have also been participated by various dignitaries like local MPs, vice chancellors, senior officials, Batma awardees participated, reflecting the state level institutional involvement. And it also has the digital availability of engaging, and the participation modalities also being engaged. This digital participation has been enabled through the Sewa Parv portal on the Amrit Call platform of Ministry of Culture. And there is also a separate provision for the individual participation or individual contribution, that they can upload artworks, photographs at the individual participant portal. There is a separate portal under which the individual also participate in this Sewa Parv 2025. And in the social media engagement, they have promoted the hashtag Sewa Parv for social media engagement. And it also has the on-ground workshops which was conducted around the 75 venue locations, and it is also being coordinated by region level institutions. And the implementation has been organized under the Ministry of Cultures, coordinating with the various centers such as zonal cultural centers of Western Zonal Culture Center and the Southern Zonal Cultural Centers, along with the Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts Regional Centers, universities participation, Kendriya Vidyalayas and other local authorities. Moving to the prelims practice question with reference to the Sewa Parv 2025, consider the following statements. And the first statement, Sewa Parv 2025 is a national-wide festival organized by the Ministry of Culture to promote service and culture, and it also allows both institutional uploads and individual citizens contribution via Amrit Kal portal. And the second statement, participation in Sewa Parv 2025 is restricted solely to cultural institutions and universities. Individuals are not permitted to upload artwork on the official Sewa Parv portal. Which of the above statements are correct? And with respect to the first statement, it was correct because it is a national wide festival and it is being organized by the Ministry of Culture, and it is to promote the service and also have the view over the culture, promotion of culture, and it also allows the individual uploads or the institutional uploads as well as individual citizens contribution. And it is also has a separate portal known as Amrit Kal portal, that is in English term known as the golden era, that is Amrit Kal portal under the Ministry of Culture. So the first statement was correct, and the second statement was incorrect because it is contrary to the first statement. If the first statement was correct, the second statement was absolutely incorrect because it solely restricts to the cultural institutions, which was incorrect as it has the participation of individuals. There may be there is a portal, separate portal for the individuals to participate in this campaign or the celebration. So the second statement was incorrect, and they have asked about the correct statement, and the answer will be option A, one only. Yes. With this, we move to the next topic. This news article from The Hindu is about the Bonnet Macaque, and the recent dwindling in numbers of its population shows the concern towards its conservation. And this species of bonnet macaque belong to the old world monkeys. These old world monkeys are native to Asia and Africa and are closely associated with the human beings. And this bonnet macaque are endemic to the southern part of India, that is southern India, which is very important for our UPSC prelims environment preparation. And it has been named for cap like owl of hair. That is, we can see here this cap like owl of hair on its head resembles a bonnet, which is the reason for the naming of this species as bonnet macaque. And this species was found majorly or mainly in the peninsular India, that is, it is endemic to the peninsular India, and the population of this bonnet macaque spreads across the states of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Kerala, and it typically inhabits the areas of urban areas, temples, forests, and agricultural fields. And with respect to the significance of its ecological role, the bonnet macaque plays an important role as a seed disperser as it feeds on various fruits and seeds. It disperses seeds which eventually led to the increase in the forest cover on that region, and it also helps in the regeneration of forest by dispersing the seeds. And the second, it was acts as an intermittent link between the trophic level, which plays or which serves as a prey for large predator, as it is playing a significant role in the trophic level by in the energy food chain. And the third role is the major significant role with respect to the ecology is the regulation of insect population, that it reduces the population, or it majorly plays a significant role in the reduction of insect population as it feeds on various diet, but it specifically prefers grasshopper, which is a major pet to the agricultural field, as this bonnet macaque feeds on grasshopper, which will eventually lead to the decline in number of grasshopper population, which will increase the agricultural yield. So this has also a significant role with respect to the ecology as well as the agriculture. in the reduction of insect population. And the major other role is that it acts as the indicator species of ecosystem health. And with respect to the conservation status of India, according to the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, it has been categorized as a Scheduled 2 of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. And with respect to the International Union for Conservation of Nature Red List data book, the conservation status provided to this Bonnet macaque was vulnerable. And what was the threat available for the dwindling in number of population as well as its reducing in number of population is that the habitat loss, which was based on the reduction in number of trees as well as its forest cover it earlier accommodates. It will lead to the habitat loss of this species, which led to the dwindling in number of population. And the second is the competition with the rhesus monkey, which is dominant species with respect to this Bonnet macaque, which is also been found extensively in India, and it also been prevalent over the South Asian region also. This rhesus macaque is predominantly suppressing this Bonnet macaque over predation as well as for foraging. And the third is the human animal conflict. As it majorly inhabits the urban areas, it is in constant conflict with the human animal conflict, as it which will eventually led to the decline in number of population of the species. And the other major threat to this species was the changing cultural attitudes with respect to the species, as this species was majorly a social species compared to the rhesus macaque. This species adaptation with the humans was more in the earlier days, but in the later days or the present day, the cultural attitude towards this species was not very conducive for the bonnet macaques to thrive. So this is also a threat to this species. Moving to the prelims practice question with reference to the bonnet macaque, that is the binomial name of Macaca radiata, consider the following statement. First, it is endemic to southern India. Second, it is listed as vulnerable in the IUCN Red List. Third, it plays an important role in seed dispersal and forest regeneration. Fourth, it is protected under Schedule 2 of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. Which of the statements given above is are correct? And we have discussed about all the four statements in the earlier slide, that it is endemic to the southern India or the peninsular India. So the first statement was correct, and the second statement is also correct with respect to the IUCN Red List. It has been categorized as vulnerable. And the third statement is also correct because it plays a significant role in the seed dispersal and the forest rejuvenation or regeneration. And the fourth statement is also an correct statement, as it has been categorized as Scheduled 2 species of Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. So they have asked about the correct statement. This question answer will be all the options are correct. Option D. Let's check. Yes, option D is the correct answer. With this, we move to the next topic. This news article from the Indian Express is about the recent inauguration of redeveloped Tripura Sundari Temple by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi and offers puja after its inauguration. And with respect to this Tripura Sundari Temple, it was built by Maharaja Danya Manikya Bahadur in the year of 1501, who is belonged to the Mankiya kingdom when the Rangamati was his capital. This Rangamati is presently known as the Udaipur, which was in Gomadi district of Tripura. And the religious significance of this Tripura Sundari temple is, it is identified as one of the 51 Shakti Pitas, and there is an interesting story behind the existence of this 51 Shakti Pitas. If you have time or if you have in leisure time, please have a Google of it for better understanding. And with respect to the establishment or the construction of this Tripura Sundari temple, it was constructed after the deity known as the female deity appears on the king's dream and commanded to construct a separate temple, and the idol needs to be brought from the Chittagong area, which was earlier under the kingdom of Tipera. The unique feature of this Tripura Sundari temple will be the location that it builds atop on the turtle shaped hillock known as the Kurma Pit. This is also very important for our UPSC preparation, that there may be a question regarding there may be reflection of question regarding this Tripura Sundari Temple construction, and belongs to the which kingdom, or there may be a possibility of asking question related to Shakti Pitas, or the procurement of the idol from which of the following kingdoms, and there is a specific term known as Kurma Pit or the turtle shaped hillock. There may be possible of asking questions regarding these dimensions. So have a note of it. And with respect to the recent redevelopment, it was initiated earlier in the year of 2018 by the Mata Tripura Sundari Temple Trust, and it was recently inaugurated by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the year of 2025, and the cost was estimated to be around 52 crores for its redevelopment. And the main component which involves in this redevelopment will have the featuring of Shakti Pita Park with replicas of 51 Shakti Pitas. As I said earlier, there is an interesting story behind the existence or the prevalence of this 51 Shakti Pitas. So please have a view of it once you have the leisure time. And moving to the other scheme which is very associated with this Tripura Sundari Temple is the PRASAD scheme, as it is integrated part of this PRASAD scheme. It is being launched by the Ministry of Tourism. We have to note this Ministry of Tourism, as the PRASAD scheme was introduced or launched by the Ministry of Tourism. So this may be a probable question in our UPSC prelims, and it was established in the year of 2014 to 15, and the primary objective of its establishment is to integrate the development of pilgrimage sites for religious tourism. And this scheme focuses more over the religious tourism and its other allied activities associated with the promotion of tourism activities associated with religion. And the major focus areas include the development of infrastructure and skill development activities with respect to the tourist guides for guiding the tourists, and to promote the local economy and the conservation of heritage associated with the pilgrimage sites. And the funding of this PRASAD scheme was entirely funded by the central government of India. That is 100% centrally funded. That is centrally funded central sector scheme. And later this PRASAD scheme was integrated to the another scheme known as Swadesh Darshan scheme, which is also a centrally funded scheme, 100% centrally funded scheme or central sector scheme. This scheme has a holistic approach towards the sustainable and reliable tourism destination, and it also aligned with the other vision of India such as vocal for local and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Moving to the prelims practice question, and the question is, with reference to the Tripura Sundari Temple and the PRASAD scheme, consider the following statement. And the first statement, the temple's location on a turtle-shaped hillock is one of the reasons for its recognition as a Shakti Pita. Then the second statement, unlike Swadesh Darshan, the PRASAD scheme does not involve cost sharing with the states. Which of the statements given above are correct? And with respect to the first statement, it was incorrect because the temple's location over the turtle-shaped hillock is not the reasons for its recognition as a Shakti Pita. So the first statement was incorrect. It was some other reason. So please have a Google search over it for better understanding. And the second statement is was correct because unlike the Swadesh Darshan scheme, the PRASAD scheme does not involve the cost sharing with the states, as this scheme was entirely funded by the center. It is 100% center sector scheme that is funded by the center. So this is a correct statement, and the answer for this question will be option B. And with regarding this PRASAD scheme, there is also other initiative taken by the Ministry of Culture to promote the tourism with respect to this promotion of tourism. The initiatives such as Hriday scheme, Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, and Dekho Apna Desh initiative, and the National Tourism Policy of 2022, and a separate mobile app known as the Swachh Paryatan mobile app for the compliance with the cleanliness over the pilgrimage site. These are all the some of the initiatives taken for the promotion of tourism. And with respect to this question, the answer will be B. Let's check. Yes. With this, we move to the next topic. And coming to the prelims focus, the first topic is Dongar cultivation, and it is in news because of the existential crisis put upon this traditional method of cultivation practice, and this was threatened by the existence of monoculture cultivation practice of eucalyptus in the areas which was earlier cultivated or being cultivated by this Dongar cultivation, which threatens its existence. And this is an age-old cultivation practice which is a mixture of traditional mixed cropping system or the shifting cultivation practice, especially in the regions of hilly slopes. And it is being practiced by the Kond tribes of Odisha, especially to the regions of Rayagada district. And the major focus of crops under cultivation under this Dongar cultivation was millets, pulses and oilseeds, which was grown together for the measure taken for the crop diversity as well as the nutritional ensuring nutritional diversity. And with this, we also has to note about the other traditional cultivation methods or practices existence in the Indian environment. And please note some of the other traditional practices, cultivation practices exist or beaver or dahiya, which was practiced by the communities of Gond and Baiga of Madhya Pradesh. And the other is the Pamlo of Manipur region, which is a type of jhum cultivation or slash and burn agriculture. And the third is Purna Krishi, which is being practiced by the Western Ghats belt, especially to the region of Maharashtra and Karnataka. And the fourth is, some of us may know about this, Kurma or Podu, which is being widely practiced in many districts of India. That is, it can be practiced in the regions of Odisha, West Bengal, Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh are all under the cultivation of Kurma and Podu. And we also has to note about the eucalyptus, which is the practice of this cultivation of monoculture eucalyptus will be a threat to the existence of Dongar cultivation. This eucalyptus will be addressed under the common name of gum trees or stingy bark trees, and it is very native to the Australia, Tasmania and nearby islands. And this eucalyptus belongs to the myrtle family or Myrtaceae. This eucalyptus has specific uses such as anti-inflammatory properties and the antioxidant properties. And the other health benefits the eucalyptus has is relieving congestions, eases breathing and soothes sores or overextended muscles. And apart from this eucalyptus health benefits, the major production or the practice of monoculture cultivation of this eucalyptus, apart from the eroding the traditional method of cultivation, will be based on the production of paper. Paper industries are supporting the practice of monoculture cultivation of eucalyptus for its thick pulp, that is the pulp density of this eucalyptus and the swift growth of this eucalyptus make the paper industries to promote the cultivation of this eucalyptus. So this is also very important for our UPSC prelims preparation. There may be a possibility of asking questions from this dimension. And moving to the next topic is the Ebola virus. This is the formerly it was addressed as the Ebola hemorrhagic fever. The nature of the Ebola virus, this is of very severe in nature, and it often leads to fatal illness in humans and other primates. The first discovery of this existence of the Ebola virus was found in the year of 1976, and the first outbreaks happened in the region or the remote villages of Central African region near the tropical rainforest. And there may be a possibility of transmission or the transmission of this disease from animal to human and human to human. The animal to human transmission will be directly through the fruit bats, porcupines, or non-human primates contact, and the human to human spread will be possible to the direct contact of blood and bodily fluids and contaminated surface materials, which was earlier affected by some other person, which got transmitted through other person. And moving to the next topic is the International Day of Sign Language. This is an event which was observed between the days of 22nd September to the 28th September, has been observed as the International Week of the Deaf, and the annual date which falls on the International Day of Sign Language is 23rd of September. And the observation of this International Day of Sign Language was observed to be started from the year of 2018, and the purpose is to make formation of the World Federation of Deaf 1951. And we have to focus more on the theme for our UPSC preparation, that the theme for 2025 is no human rights without sign language rights. So this is very important for our UPSC preparation. And some other related news with respect to the observation of this International Sign Language is the 5-day live program on Indian Sign Language. We observe it in India. The organizer or the event coordinator of this 5-day live program of this Indian Sign Language was conducted by the Ministry of Education and Central Institute of Educational Technology. This along with the NCRT, that is National Council for Education, Research and Training. And the primary aim of this observation of this live program on Indian Sign Language is to promote awareness on the Indian Sign Languages, especially for the children with hearing impairments. And the significance of this observation of this live program is to highlight the Indian Sign Language role in inclusive education with respect to the National Educational Policy of 2020 and the attainment of Sustainable Goal of 4, that is quality education. And moving to the prelims practice question, consider the following statement regarding Ebola virus disease. The first statement, Ebola virus disease was first observed in 1976 in remote villages of Central Africa. And the second statement is the disease is transmitted to human primarily through direct contact with wild animals such as fruit bats, porcupines, and non-human primates. And the third statement, human to human transmission occur only through airborne droplets from infected individuals. Which of the statements given above are correct? And in this question, they have asked about the correct statement. With respect to the first statement, it was correct because it was first discovered in the year of 1976 in the remote villages of Central Africa. And the second statement is also correct because it was transmitted to humans primarily through the direct contact of wild animals such as fruit bats, porcupines, and non-human primates. And the third statement was incorrect because it was not the only method through which the human to human transmission is possible. So it is an extreme statement. We have to eliminate the statement. So the third statement was incorrect. By eliminating the third statement, we can easily arrive at the answer, that is option A, 1 and 2 only will be the correct answer. With this, we came to the conclusion of this video. And hope you guys like the video. Please share your positive comments and suggestions in the comment section given below. And don't forget to share the video to your friends. And kindly subscribe to the Shankar IAS Academy YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell icon for receiving on-time notification. Have a good day.